Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Coming up tonight, the high school football season rolls through regionals. In the Coach's Corner, we're joined by the man whose Lutheran Saints are looking for a third consecutive state title. Plus, our Athlete of the Week shines on the hardwood for the Franklin basketball team.
I feel like my leadership has really grown and above and beyond, and I feel like we're all coming together as a team, and all the seniors are coming together.
Let's come together and celebrate. The Zone Extra starts now.
Hi, everybody. Good evening to you, and welcome to the Zone Extra. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What a great week of action as football teams are just one step away from the state finals, and action heats up in girls basketball. In our Coach's Corner, his Saints, they've won 41 straight games and are looking for a third consecutive state title. Lutheran football coach Dave Pasch is here in studio with us tonight. Can't wait for that conversation. Plus, last season, our Athlete of the Week was a junior all-star and has even bigger goals this year. Meet Franklin basketball senior Micah Davis. And we go on campus tonight at Purdue with former Heritage Christian standout and current Boilermaker basketball freshman Miles Colvin. Now, let's take a look at this week in high school sports. Friday was regional night in high school football across the state in Class 5A. Decatur Central is a regional champion for the second time in program history after the Hawks went on to a 34-point win over Whiteland. Who will Decatur Central face? Well, Bloomington South. The Panthers advanced to semi-state as they doubled up Evansville North. And in Class 4A, New Pal is a regional champion for the first time in 4 seasons as the Dragons roll to a 39-6 win over Mooresville. And in Class 6A, it was a number 3 Ben Davis taking on number 7 Cathedral. This game, folks, was close all night with Ben Davis winning a thriller, 27-24, the final.
You know, my mindset going out to kick to that one is I've kicked 10,000 field goals in the 3 years that I've been kicking. Why is this one any different? And just being able to give my team a chance to win that game.
Heck of a dogfight. Coach Peebles and the staff came out with a great game plan. They had a little bit of everything. There's some special teams in it. There's some fake punt. There's a field goal to win the game. There's some hard hitting on both sides of the ball. That's a classic right there.
He's right about that. Okay, meanwhile, at Westfield, it was the 5th-ranked Rocks hosting number 6 HSC. Opening drive of the third quarter, folks. Kendall Garnett that takes the handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. Rocks up by 3 at that point. Later in the quarter, Royals respond. Jalen Alexander fights his way across the goal line. HSC back in front there. Westfield comes right back, though. Garnett, again, finds a crease here, and he's gone. 51 yards for the score. The Rocks retake the lead, and they're going to win this one, 24-21.
That's a great program. They have great players. They have great coaches. We have played them 7 times in 4 years, and, that's a great win tonight. For us to beat these guys twice this year, God is good.
We just wanted to go out there and win this game. We felt like that coming out here was our time to shine. And, they were a tough team to play, to get out there and handle business. So that's what we did, and I ran hard, and my O-line did great too.
Yeah, what a performance last week there for Westfield and moving on to the next round. Okay, to the hardwood tonight now, where next week boys basketball action tips off across the state just ahead of Thanksgiving. However, we are already more than 2 weeks into the girls basketball season with plenty of great action throughout Central Indiana. Saturday night, how about this? Last season's Class 2A runner-up, LaPel, went on the road to face North Central. Game was all tied at the halftime, early third. Madeline Pointner here off the inbound, buries the 3 in the corner. LaPel takes a 2-point lead there. Fourth quarter we go. Anna Lee Stowe saves the ball and starts the Bulldogs break. She gets it back and lays it home to push to double digits there. LaPel wins this one 57-48 was the final on that one on Saturday night. And on Tuesday evening, it was Mooresville on the road to face Brownsburg. And second quarter action is Rachel Harshman here knocking down the Pioneers 3. Mooresville led by 10 at halftime. Tied game in the fourth quarter. Dogs break the press, and future Purdue Boilermaker Avery Gordon, who lays it in. Brownsburg takes the lead, and they go on to win this one 55-50, the final. Okay, so here's a look at this week's coaches poll in Class 4A girls basketball. HSC number 1, you see Bedford North Lawrence 2, Fort Wayne Snyder 3, Center Grove 4, and you got Noblesville there rounding out the top 5 there in girls 4A class basketball rankings. Okay, folks, so here we go. Time for a break, but we have much more ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. Up next, it's the Coach's Corner. His top-ranked Saints are in the hunt for a 3rd straight state title championship. Lutheran football coach, our guy Dave Pasch, he's here with us tonight. Looking forward to talking to Coach, and still ahead, he's a senior looking to lead the Grizzly Cubs to new heights. We introduce you to our Athlete of the Week from Franklin High School.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. This is the Zone Extra Coach's Corner.
All right, welcome back here to the Zone Extra. Time now for our Coach's Corner. His Saints have won, 41 games in a row, and are one step away from having a chance to play for a 3rd consecutive state title. Please welcome to the Zone Extra tonight, longtime Lutheran head football coach Dave Pasch. Great seeing you as always, Coach. Appreciate you taking the time to join us here tonight. 11-0 on the season, and we were talking just during the commercial break. I mentioned, hey, you got 2 more games to go. We're like, no. Focusing on 1 game. I assume that's been the key all year long.
Well,
right?
it's not just the key all year long. It's you come in with 41 consecutive wins, and I tell everybody I'm not good enough as a football coach to win 2 games in 1 week. So, you got to focus on the one that's in front of you, and each week is about preparing and growing throughout the season. And now it's all about playing the next one. Is getting to the next one and having 1 more. So that's the focus for us is always about just 1 game at a time.
Yeah, when you look at your team, it is literally all about team effort. I mean, when you think about 40 points a game your offense is putting up, and then you look at your defense holding teams like 10 points a game. I mean, what has impressed you the most? I mean, it's pretty amazing what's happening on both sides of the ball.
Well, you hit it right on the head. It's complementary football. We complement ourselves well in every phase of the game. On offense, we're balanced. Our run-pass ratio is almost 50-50. Defensively, we've only given up maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns to varsity teams the entire season. And our special teams makes plays. We've had blocked punts for touchdowns, kickoff returns. We're a threat. We believe in every phase of the game.
Yeah, and Coach, it's so hard to return back to state. And I know you still got another game to go, not talking to ahead of what's actually in front of you, but what does it say about your guys, how they've been able to just stay so focused, to remain unbeaten on the season and take it week by week?
Well, we just our community has a tremendous expectation for success, and I think if it becomes a point of just doing everything well, being right in what you do, caring about others, and I think when the foundational things in life are taken care of, success is the result.
Yeah, you've been in coaching over 30-plus years, 16 of those years with the Saints there at Lutheran. What do you enjoy most about getting a chance to be with these student athletes?
Well, as I'm getting older, not old yet, but the kids really is what keeps you young. Because you have to bring a little bit of energy and you think, but I enjoy the relationships as much as anything, not just with kids, but the coaches and the camaraderie that you only get from being part of a football team.
And 41 wins in a row. I know you don't want to just think about that, but I know there comes a point though where you saw what you all did last year and what you did the year before then, where it's like, hey, we're building something pretty special. We know you've had great programs, but to do something like that is significant.
Well, I think that's something that you reflect on. The job at hand is still trying to move forward, have 1 more week, and if we can do that, then we get the opportunity to do something that it's rare for teams to do back-to-back, but to be there 3 times, it's rare air. But you can't look ahead. You look too far ahead, and you get caught from behind.
Well, I know you don't take any game for granted, but it's going to be a fun game to watch coming up on Friday because here you are, 30-plus years of coaching football, 16 as we mentioned with the Saints, but you're going up against the legend himself, Sheridan legendary coach Bud Wright. We know he's put in 58 years with that program. How special is it going to be on Friday night?
Well, it's exciting. I think knowing Bud and the kind of program that he's had now for decades, it can be intimidating. It can be intimidating for me as a coach because you know you don't have the experience. You're behind probably at a knowledge level to some degree. And that's where you just put it on the kids. You prepare kids and you let them go have fun and just hope that our fundamental football and our presence and our poise takes care of itself.
Yeah, I want to go back to something you said earlier about the support that you receive, not just from your coaching staff and these parents, but just the whole entire community when it comes to Lutheran High School. How special is it?
Yeah, the community at Lutheran High School is second to none. It begins with the expectation that we have for success, and it's not athletics. It's everything that we do, the way that we treat people. Worship, just culturally, success academically in life as leaders. But we have our teachers, our faculty, our administration, the support that we receive. And then I think more than anything else that separates us is the partnership we have with our parents. We just have a community that's committed to excellence.
I love it. And hey, good luck to you. All the best to you guys tomorrow night against Sheridan. And you can't take it for granted just what you've been able to do at Lutheran. Job well done, and then all the best coming up tomorrow night, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate having me.
We're going to take a timeout. Still ahead tonight on the Zone Extra is our Athlete of the Week after being named a Junior All-Star last year. Well, he's looking to reach even more goals this season. Up next, meet Franklin basketball senior Micah Davis. That story's on the way. Plus, we go on campus tonight at Purdue to catch up with former Heritage Christian basketball star Miles Colvin. That's on the way.
Presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. The Franklin boys basketball team tips off its new season next Tuesday night as it plays host to the Johnson County rival Indian Creek, and expectations are high for the Grizzly Cubs this year. A big reason for that optimism surrounding the team is senior guard Micah Davis. Last season as a junior, Davis led the Grizzly Cubs at over 17 points per game and was named a Junior All-Star. He also led the team in rebounds, assists, and steals. And last week signed his commitment to play next season at Eastern Kentucky. On a veteran team that features 6 seniors, Micah says he's embracing his role with the Grizzly Cubs.
I feel like my leadership has really grown and above and beyond, and I feel like we're all coming together as a team, and all the seniors are coming together, and it's all positive vibes, no negative, and we're just all communicating and talking all at once.
Mike is wearing a lot of hats. He's our best player. He's one of our top leaders. He's expected to perform. He's one of the best players that we've ever seen at Franklin, if not the best, right? So he has a lot of weight on his shoulders. We got 6 seniors that kind of just come together and they all kind of lead and they play different parts of that. Mike is a huge part of that, and he's definitely accepted that role.
I feel like my leadership has gotten way better, just talking on the court and off the court with my teammates, hanging out with them. And I think my shooting has gotten way better. I've been working on that in the gym every day. And my defense, I'm going to show a lot of people that I can play defense on the ball this year.
He's a really good kid. He's a really genuine kid. He's a real humble kid. Every volunteer thing that we have, he's there with the kids, and they're crazy about Micah. So all over town, there's a buzz about him, and also this group. Obviously, he's a D1 guy, so he's kind of the face of that. He's very well raised from a good family, so we couldn't be happier to have him here in Franklin.
It's fun playing in the community. They get their support out to us, and we get our support out to them. So it's fun watching everyone show up at the games and talking to us after and just being a family.
You got to love that. All the best to him. Okay, time for a break. More still to come here tonight of the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus is a Thanksgiving theme edition of Ask the Commission with Paul Neidig of the IHSAA.
This is the Zone Extra presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. Now it's time to go on campus where we catch up with a former Central Indiana High School athlete as they compete at the collegiate level. This week we head to Mackey Arena with the Purdue Boilermakers. Former Heritage Christian standout Miles Colvin played a key role off the bench in number 2 Purdue's 12-point win Monday night over Xavier. Colvin scored 9 points on a perfect 3 of 3 shooting behind the arc. In his senior season that is, at Heritage Christian, Colvin averaged 19 points per game and was an Indiana All-Star. And he says he takes pride in being ready when Coach Matt Painter calls his number.
Hey, I think it's always important to be locked in when you come off the bench, just because it's, you're not going to be loose and fresh like the starters, but you just got to, be ready for any moment. That's what the coaches tell me. Everybody's telling me just be ready and, just be impactful in any way I can.
Miles, made huge shots for us. He finishes the first half, which is a great momentum basket. And then when he, sits there for a while and makes that big basket when they go zone on that 3, that was key for us. Every single player was in our program last year. He's the only one out there. So at times in practice, the only thing he hears is his name being yelled. I'm like, don't look at it as like a negative. We need you to play. You want to play. You want to play more. I'm going to be on you so you can get to that point and hopefully, be someone that can play more minutes than he played tonight.
All right, all the best there to Miles Colvin. All right, now it's time for Ask the Commissioner. Each week, we take one of your questions to IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig and bring you his answer. Here's this week's question, folks. What dish are you making and bringing to Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, what I like is all of the above. But one of the things that I like to make is I like to make dumplings. We call them flitters where I'm from, and they're square noodles that are in a chicken broth, and I love making those and sharing them with the family. When my grandmother made them from scratch when I was a kid, I was always known as the first one to the flitter pot to make sure that I got my fill of those. And so that's something that I tried to carry on and I enjoy making to this day.
I always love hearing from the commissioner. Okay, so here's this week's top play. Cathedral facing Ben Davis. Check out this incredible catch here by Devon Slaughter from the Irish. Off the back of the defender to give Cathedral a 1st and goal. What a play. Of course, we want to see your best plays every week, too. Be sure to send them our way as well. Wow, what a play there. Okay, one of our favorite parts of covering high school sports is the passion of the fans. And each fall, we award the prestigious Zone banner to the school with the best school spirit. And we are down to the final 2 schools, everybody. And here they are, HSC and Bishop Chatard, the 2 finalists for the Zone Championship banner. Those are the 2 schools. Coming up tomorrow night, we will announce the winner between Chatard and HSC. That's coming up, 11:08, the announcement of who's going to be the 2023 Zone banner champs. All right, meanwhile, I did have the chance to spend some time at the 2 schools, Chatard and HSC, this week, getting measurements for where to hang the prestigious Zone banner at the winning school. Neither school has won the banner, and both are definitely going all out.
Hey, AC, it's OBJ here. Just wanted to send some love and let you know HSE wants that banner. Much love. Y'all go out and get the dub, man. God bless.
Finalists in the Zone Championship this year. Here they are right now.
Cannot wait. HSE, Chatard, the battle is on. Announcement coming up tomorrow night at 11:08. All right, it is the semi-state night in high school football coming your way tomorrow night. These teams know they're just one win away from playing in the state finals. We got you covered, of course, on the Zone tomorrow night. And we have all the highlights from the games featuring the Central Indiana teams on the Zone tomorrow night at 11:00. Here's what we're talking about. Take a look here. We got Center Grove, Ben Davis, Westfield getting set to take on Crown Point, Bloomington South against Decatur Central. We got other games as well. Knox against Bishop, Chatard, and Luther against Sheridan. It's all coming your way tomorrow at 11:08 right here on Wish TV. Folks, thank you so much for watching the Zone Extra. We'll see you back here, same place, same time. We'll see you.